Hello guys, Michael here with another video. So I want to talk about the benefits of being a conversationalist. I believe that this is the most valuable skill anyone can have in today's world. Just imagine to be great at conversation with other people, to make them feel good and to make them like you a lot. So we are now entering the likability science. You cannot imagine what kind of edge you will get when people liking you, trust you, and feel safe with you. It's such a wonderful skill that it can't be overlooked, all right? It just can't be overlooked. And while this is an essential skill when it comes to attracting and dating women and all that, it goes beyond that. This is not only leaning towards dating and attracting women. It is a life skill that will benefit you in basically all other areas in life, at work, in social settings, with opportunities that arise here and there. All those areas, being a great conversationalist will help you out massively. And there's a huge difference between not being a conversationalist and to become a conversationalist. If you think that you're good socially, if you think that you're good at building relationships with people without having the theoretical base and then make some practical applications, or you adapted that into the real world, then you don't know how to become really great with people as a conversationalist. It's not something that you are guessing. It's definitely something that you have to learn. I remember before I became really good at conversations, I was living in this shallow bubble. I was just, walking around in the superficial level of conversations, believing that if I would be successful in life, if I would have wealth, if I would have status, if I would have the looks in terms of going to the gym and really rig myself and all that, I would be very popular amongst people. People would look up to me. People would basically respect me as a human being. All right? That is what I thought all the time. So if I want to be like James Bond, if I want to be the guy that women want, that people want to hang around with, a guy that just draw people in, I have to be somebody. The truth is, that is just a myth. Most people just don't care that much. And especially women, they don't care that much. Because if you are really successful, if you're doing things really great, that is not a building relationship element. So people would maybe look at you and say like, wow, good for you. And they might feel like something is sort of interesting to listen a little bit about your journey to be successful. But then they just going to go back and be stuck in their own head because your life is not their life. So they don't going to care about you anymore. And many people would, instead of actually cheering you up, they will actually in some way dislike you because they feel like, oh, so you think that you are better than us. You think that you are better than me. So how can I like you when in some way you present yourself, even if you do it indirectly, that you are better than me? How can I like you then? It's not like everyone are thinking like, oh, if you could be successful, I can be too. There's just a minority thinking. Most people don't think like that. Only people that are very ambitious and want somewhere in life, in terms of maybe the same field as you are in. But in general, people have their own life. They don't want to change that much. And if you're going to be the man who are very successful, running around with expensive things and all that, you're not going to be that popular as what people think. So what makes you popular genuinely? What makes you likable genuinely? Well, there are elements in conversations that more or less are designed to serve other people. So basically, you are going to be the one who really want to explore other people's lives, make them feel really good. And that's a skill set. It's not something you can learn so easily on your own without any material. You need to study this. And once you know how to be curious towards other people and to actually, in some way, reject yourself a little bit when it comes to your own materialism and your passive value trait, and just put that aside for a while and seek meaning in conversations for the other person. Make conversations about that woman, that man, that people, those people. And you will see how everything changes. Everything. There was a huge study where they're going to measure like two different aspects in conversations. So let's say that you are talking with someone and you are in some way a great storyteller. You are in some way talking about yourself in the best possible way. So the other person that are listening will think, wow, that guy is a great guy, very successful. He is very dedicated. Wow, it's admirable, right? And then they are going to see what are the effects by that person thinking that you are a great person, or the guy who presented himself as a great person. The impact was not that much. It was very short term and it went away quite quickly. Like someone watched a new movie and wow, it's great. And then that's it. Now that person is going back to their own regular life routines and poof, is gone. So making other people think that you are super great, super cool and all that, even if you're doing it in a humble and a not too much of a braggy way, the effect will still be quite limited because it's not involving their lives at all. It's just like an external thing. Now we're going to flip the script. And what a great conversationalist did instead was not to present that person as himself as someone who is extraordinary. No. Now all his effort was to deep dive in the other person's life and make that person special. And being heard is a very special feeling. It's a feeling that is more powerful than you can imagine. When people feel heard, they feel a sense of trust, a sense of security, safety, and that in turn convey the feeling of likability. Like, wow, that guy is a great guy. He listens to me, he understands me. It's wow, what a feeling. And while the first person left the conversation with the other person thinking that, wow, this guy is great. This guy is, very successful. Great, good for him. In the second scenario, the other guy didn't thought so much about, or the other person, it could be a woman as well. So now there was women and men in those studies. The other person no longer was thinking that the other person is very successful, very great and so on. But instead, that person was feeling like, wow, that guy made me feel great. That guy is a great guy because I feel great personally when I had a conversation with him. That is the difference between the scenario A and scenario B. So you want to be in scenario B. It's a lot better to make a person feel special than trying to make that person think that you are special. That is something you just have to forget. And that is also what we see in the pickup artist industry and all that. It's like you're trying to convey higher value stories and higher value routines in order to upper yourself in terms of some kind of a social status or something. But that is not, it's not connected with relationship building theory. It's not connected with building relationships. Create that emotional connection. So this is a video that I really, really believe is very important for everyone to hear. And everyone wants to be heard. They want to be seen, they want to be heard, because that creates a sense of bonding, a sense of meaning in everything, basically, as long as we come into a certain depth. And it's go way beyond just dating and attracting women. It's in all fields. I will even tell you, like, yesterday, I met a great guy who is really famous. I didn't know he was famous. He was really famous here in Poland, really famous. He had been a bestseller for many books in Poland, and he's like a legendary figure. And I didn't know. I was participating in a dinner event, and I started talking with him. He was a great guy. And I was just curious about what he saw in different things. He said that he loved Japan, for example, and I just deep dive on what that actually means. And we start talking about areas that not only were about things, but also the reason why things were. So, for example, if you like Japan, for example, I acknowledge that, but I want to understand the underlying reason why Japan is so good for you, or whatever field. I just use that, and now we have a great contact. That is such a great way to go. It's a great way. And building relationship with other people, whether it is romantic, social, professional, it all goes under the realm of interpersonal communication. If you want to be someone who can actually influence others in the best possible way for you and for the other person, you gotta learn this. This is a life skill. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video, and I see you in the next one.